Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Tiny Bookshop. It's time for another cozy Sunday, and today we're starting off at the weekly flea market. Now we've got quite a bit of money here, so that's really good. We're going to be able to have a look at what they've got in store for us. And again, we're going to start like we do every day by having a look at what we normally sell at the flea market. It's fact, it's travel, and it's classics. So we're going to start by loading up some classics. We're going to go all the way to the top, then we're going to go some fact books all the way again, and travel, we're going to throw all of them in as well. Kids books we don't seem to sell a lot of, so we're just going to put 4 of those in. We're then going to add in some fantasy along the bottom. I'd quite like to get quite a few of those in, so we'll go up to 5 with the fantasy. Let's go 6 actually. Then drama we'll go with 3, and crime we'll go with 5. No, let's get rid of 1 crime and stick a drama in there as well. Now, I really want more storage. I want to be able to sell more books. I can't do that without more shelves. So that's really what we're looking for today at the flea market. So we're going to drive on up. We're going to see what's here. And we are hopefully going to get a load more books sold, which will be really good. So people are already coming in. We are going to go and talk to Tilda, see if she's got anything for us. She's got a book collection with some collector's editions, a birdhouse, and an armchair. So nothing really for storage, unfortunately. The art guy, we're not going to go and speak to him yet. We're going to go over here. There's another little doll there. I don't want 2 of them. A review board. Okay. When successfully recommending a book, we get a plus 1% to all books' sale chances. But while equipped, our expenses go up. The sand bucket will give us a 5% boost to kids' sale chances. That's pretty good, actually. And fantasy. If we sell over 8 kids books, we'll have 2 more children come by the next day, and then we'll get an extension to our inspiration duration on that small bench. But again, nothing really catching my eye there, unfortunately. Oh, who are you? A gothic vendor. Ooh, interesting. Right. Okay, so he's got Nightmare Fuel, which is a load of books, the Crimson Candelabra, which will improve our fantasy sales chance, and the Cauldron, which will give us an extra recommendation if we successfully recommend a fantasy book, also increases our daily expenses and gives a 7% boost to our danger, in case that potion is poisonous, unfortunately, I guess. Then, of course, we've got our usual flower vendor. Nothing really going on there today, which is pretty unfortunate, but we're going to sell some coffee and see if we can sell some more books. Tilda is here. Happy to have our dear Moira back. Fully supported her wish to travel the world. You know I was the one who convinced her fathers to agree to it. Moira is a grown-up person after all, and she makes good decisions, has her first degree already. This whole family needs to learn to trust her a little more, but oh well, who listens to me anyway? She's back in Bookstationery, and I know she could be quite a good influence on you if you let her be one. She's such a remarkable person with so much drive. I have a feeling you two will become fast friends. Interesting. Yeah, so Moira is in the band with Klaus, who's just bought a coffee from us, which is great. We are making money, which is nice to see. We're also selling some books, which is good. That's what we want to happen. Coffee machine is on cooldown, so we'll start selling some coffee again soon enough. No recommendations so far. There we go. Klaus wants something. All right, so Romans, Vikings. I want some more history. Getting it a non-fiction, but doesn't need a self-help book. So something historical would be good. I guess we could go with, hopefully we've got something here. Page Boy, HTML 98, We Are Bridges. Ooh, okay, right. This isn't good. What about travel? There's often some, what about this? A travel log? Marco Polo. Traveling from Venice to Beijing. That could be a good one. Unfortunately, our fact books, there's not a lot of real history in here, which is going to be difficult. Knights, Romans, I mean, we could go with fantasy, but again, it doesn't look like we've got some good fantasy books. I mean, the Two Towers is there, Maze Runner, the Discworld series. Oh dear. Dinosaurs. Oh, this is difficult. I think we should let's try with the Two Towers. It's fantasy. It's not really historical, though. What about Don Quixote? Color purple. Gulliver's Travels? Be a good one, but he wants non-fiction. This is where I'm starting to struggle now. Page Boy. We Are Bridges. I think we kind of have to go. Let's try something like Charles Darwin. Origin of the Species might be a good one. And let's try this. It's not self-help. That worked. Great. Good. Historical book. We've nailed it. Good. Excellent. Right, let's turn that coffee machine back on. And we have somebody else. What do they want? A deep dive on a deadline. Ooh. Not put off by dry books. They want a deep dive into something. This is tough already. Anthropology. Let's try this. Anthropology. Let's give it a go. I don't think that's going to work. Yeah, way too popular. Oh, that's a shame. Hi, Fern. On the lookout for a new tabletop game or old tabletop game? Can I get tabletop games and sell them here? That would be nice. We are selling a fair few coffees, though. We do need Klaus's fans to come and have a look and try and get some forgotten treasures. I guess we have to buy that chair. Maybe that's a thing that we do actually need to do. Ooh, Anne, do we have another book? We might do. I don't know. Oh, right. Okay, so it's just... okay. Happy ending. Read more like novels. Can't get enough of Shirley, which is a Bronte romance. And wants a happy ending. The Fault in Our Stars might not work. The Night Sky with Exit Wounds might not work either. A happy ending and a novel. What about some classics? We've got Don Quixote, Colour Purple, Gulliver's Travels, Howl and Other Poems, Poems of Emily Dickinson, and Rebecca. Now, Rebecca, I think let's go with this. Let's try Rebecca. It's a novel. You're going to get nightmares. Rebecca doesn't have a bad ending. All right, then, fine. It's all right, I tried. Fern, come on. You've got to be one. Sci-fi. Wants a massive book with 700 pages. I don't think we're going to have that. We really don't. We've got nothing with a lot of pages, unfortunately. Crime. No. Yeah, I don't have any massive books with a lot of pages in there. That's not good. Right. Anything sci-fi related? I don't even think I have something sci-fi related. We've got Invisible Man, which is a classic of early science fiction. I think we're going to have to give that a go. We're going to have to try that. We don't have a 700-pager, but it did work, so that's good. We managed to convince him on that, surprisingly. And has she gone back to her shop? Tilda has gone back. Do we buy the armchair then? That gives us 5 seconds of inspiration duration. Let's do that. We've bought the armchair. Does that now fill in a little bit of the sticker for this? It does indeed. That's good. I guess maybe we should try and buy something horror themed here, because I reckon the Crimson Candelabra would be a decent one to start with, because it's only 25 quid and it's going to give us a nice bonus to our fantasy sales chance, which is exactly what we want. So that'll do. It's quite nice. And then, I mean, Anna isn't at her stall. She's coming back now, though, so we could have a look at what she's got. She's probably just got plants. Yeah, flower boxes, trees, and daisies. Good. We're not too bothered about them yet, so we'll just stick a fork in that for now. Let's turn the coffee machine back on, although I've probably just wasted some money because we're coming to the end of the day. We did just get one, though, so that's a refund on the amount we've spent getting that coffee. Oh, we got another one just on the way out. That's good. But I think that is us done for the day. A pretty good day then, really. We sold quite a few fact books, classics, and travel. So that's really good for us. We've still got £73 in the bank, and we are ready to close up and say goodbye. Tomorrow, we just need to see what we're going to do. Now, it is autumn now. We've finally got through summer, and we've got a couple of stuff here. Ooh, £15 for that and £5 for that. But I have so many kids' books, I don't think I need them. What about some fact books? There's nothing going on today, so let's buy quite a few of these books. So this is just a mixed book bundle. Then we'll take the fact books here as well. And we'll take the hard-boiled hardcovers. Oh, there was kids' books in there? We've got so many kids' books, we don't really need any more. Are these kids' books as well, or is this going to be drama? Because it's only a £5. It's going to be kids. Oh, it's just a nice mix. That's good. Some classics and some facts. There's now 100 kids' books, though, so we are going to really need to try and sell a few more of those. Good. Right, then. Let's have a quick look, because this one gave us a boost to our inspiration if we can get this armchair in. So the armchair is 5 seconds more inspiration. Maybe we should drop the skull or the baby doll. Let's drop the baby doll for now, and then we'll stick the armchair in. Can we put the skull on the armchair? Oh, we can. That's cool. Then we can actually put the baby back in. Or we can put the stepladder on here. Although that was 5 kids' books in the upper shelves. Can we then put something on that? No, we can't. Right, let's see. Klaus's band poster. That gives us 15% additional music effects. And if we have a look at what we've got here, this gives us a travel and a fact sale chance. So we could go back down to the fish market today, although I'm not too keen on that idea. I think I'd like to go somewhere else. That'll do that little bit of decoration change, and I think we should go to maybe the castle ruins for the first time. Yeah, let's do that. Let's head to the castle ruins. This is obviously a new location, which we've never been to before. So we're probably just going to put a mix of everything. Now, I have 48 books, and we've got 3, 6, 10. So an average of 5 books to start with. Let's go with just filling everything up here. 5 of everything, and then we'll fill out whatever's left. I reckon fantasy is going to be a big sell here, and potentially some classics. So we're just going to put in a nice mix of everything first. Then we'll go with 5 more fantasy books. We'll go with 1 classic, 2 classics. Let's put in some more crime books as well. Let's go with 2 of them. And another 2 drama books. And that leaves us with fact, kids, or travel. I'll put some more kids books in, see if we can shift some of them. And then off we go to the castle ruins. A nice new location for us. Ooh. And a piece of history collected. It feels like you went back in time, doesn't it? There we go. Right, a nice new location for us in the grounds of this very nice looking castle. Very cool. So we've got a tent here, and is this some new people? The Preppy Pioneer. Pit and hello, are you joining the Pipit Pioneers? What's a pipit? What? Well, how can you not know what a pipit is? Do you live under a rock? Pipits are the coolest birds in the whole world, especially the meadow pipit, our mascot. And they're the namesake of our little outdoor exploration organization, the Pipit Pioneers. And our new pioneer captain, Miss Cowan, is extremely cool and smart. She told... Oh, I missed that. Yes, of course. Pioneer Captain Anne is extremely cool and smart. Tisk, you have a lot to learn, but still, welcome to Pipit Camp. You're the bookseller, right? Wait a minute. We have to see if you're even tough enough for Pipit Camp. Say, do you know any scary campfire stories? Okay, so we need to show them some scary stories to tell during their campfire nights. Yeah, maybe you have some on your shelves. Right, a horror book. Mythology and folklore has always fascinated them. So, can we find something? I like a bit of mythology, but it's got to be horror. The Last Wish from the Witcher series could be a good one. Bit of mythology. It's not really horror, though. Blood of the Elves, again, another Witcher book. Attack on Titan won't be good. The Parable of the Sower is a dystopian novel. The Stand is about a bioweapon. Storm of Swords is, of course, Game of Thrones. What about crime, then? Dark Places, The Mysterious Affair at Styles, A Study in Scarlet, Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime, and Monster, about a serial killer. What about classics? Beloved, Lord of the Flies, Little Women, A Collection of Poems, and Titus Andronicus. Ooh, this is tough. This is tough. We got some more crime books here. The Girl Who Played with Fire and The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, and then these 2 not so good. Right, this is going to be a difficult one. Right, it's got to be a horror. I reckon we might need to try something like Parallel Worlds, really folklore. Night Shift, 80s horror, spooky Stephen King's short stories. Let's try Night Shift. That might help. Yes, it's worked. Good. Okay, so that worked. Whoa, sick. Is that it? Should we really be reading Night Shift? Isn't that for grown-ups? Oh, you'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Right, so we've got a few more locations here that we can take a look at. We've got a little bit of a notice board there. Just going to play with some leaves and see if we can get anything else here. And then we'll have a little look at the stuff that's over in that location. Got some gravestones here. Nice and spooky. Let's take a look over here at this little notice board. Learn about the history of Buxtonbury Castle. You come to realise how little you currently know about Buxtonbury's history, but there is always time to learn, so you briefly glance over the sign's text. Sometime in the 8th century, Norse explorers began taking an interest in the region's shores. Historians found evidence of a small hamlet settlement in the 9th century. To secure a foothold, a hilltop fort, Old Norse Borg, was constructed. Instinctively, your eyes skip over a few paragraphs as another line captures your interest. Arguing that the fortification posed a threat to the greater region, local rebels were able to rally troops in 1298. After 3 months of skirmishes, the locals successfully overtook Norse forces and stormed the fort. You have a hard time imagining battle cries up here. Next to the quiet forest, it all seems so far away now. In the 14th century, the Dukedom of Ricester expanded their influence to the growing settlements. Along the River Elle, and from circa 1350 onwards, during ducal forces manned what became known as Fort Borg. The walls you now see before you were presumably built around 1460, when the 12th Duke, Mikhail Ricester, deemed the century-old fort to be too small, impractical, and reportedly ugly, and ordered a number of reconstructions. Unfortunately, the new fort, mockingly called a castle by locals for its exuberance, only lasted until the fire of 1575. Buxtonbury sure has seen some interesting characters, but somehow that makes complete sense. And it's quite nice. And we've got another little thing here that we can look through. It doesn't look like there's much we can see yet. Can't really go around. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be doing anything, but there's the lighthouse there. Nothing else really. We don't have any recommendations yet, so I guess we just have to bide our time. Oh, there we go. Klaus, what do you want? I'm looking for a new pastime and could use some ideas. I like niche books for the most part, and I tend to lean a little more towards non-fiction. So something niche, Herbcraft. I think Herbcraft might be our best one here. So let's try that. We can get him into that. Is that going to work? It does. I'm glad you like it, Klaus. Right, okay, so Klaus's ban might be a good one. So the pioneers are sleep deprived because monsters are haunting their dreams. We get a +2% to crime sale, but a -4% to other books. So that is going to throttle us a little bit. It's bring a book to school day. Give me something utterly scary, and violence is optional but appreciated. I really enjoyed Titus Andronicus. You were a child. Why are you reading Titus Andronicus? That's drama. Okay, right. So something scary and violent. Monster. That was serial killer. It's a manga. That could work. Study in Scarlet. Nah, I guess not. And then we've got Living in Alaska. Richard II is a historical drama. Normal People. Persuasion. Paradise. Macbeth. Now, Macbeth is quite scary. The witches are terrifying. It is violent. And it is also a Shakespeare play. That could work. Beloved. Lord of the Flies is violent. It's not really scary, though. Very violent, though. Let's try Monster. I think that'll do. Oh, God, it's not scary enough for you. Well, never mind. We failed one, but we got the others. What a morning. A lot of the kids have been having nightmares these past few nights, so they haven't had nearly enough sleep. Do you know how difficult it is to keep a bunch of sleep-deprived 8-year-olds in check? Yeah, I suppose I'll have to add some naps into our schedule. Did you volunteer to be a pioneer captain too? Just me then. I'm sure I'll manage to supervise a dozen kids somehow. I know I already have a lot on with uni and I should probably focus on that, but how could I leave these cool kids hanging? Huh? Quite easily. Right, Fern, what do you want today? Hot off the press, up for something humorous, and a travel guide. Right, that's great. So, perhaps Round Luxembourg with Brooke would help. Definitely not the cookbook. By Trade Through Spain. Something funny, though. Something humorous, that's also a travel guide. Round Luxembourg with Brooke might be good. Notes from a Small Island could be interesting. I think this might be a funny one. Let's try Round Luxembourg with Brooke. That should surely do it. There we go. Excellent. And we've still got £52 in the bank. We made quite a bit of money. We haven't even turned on the coffee machine today, so let's try that now. I need to remember to do that because that's really, really good. And having that chair active is helping us as well, because we're getting nice big boosts to our sale chance, and the inspiration boost lasts a lot longer. So that's ended up being a really good day for us. But as the cost of our plot goes up, we need to be very, very careful with that. And I think we will say goodbye. So we've done 2 new locations there, and it's raining tomorrow. So that's something that we're going to have to be very careful about. It's also raining in this day, which we are going to start in our next episode. So I hope you have enjoyed another episode of Tiny Bookshop on our Cozy Sunday slot. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.